My Fiverr gigs have generated over $100,000 and I have completed about 1,200 orders on Fiverr. All this is possible because my gigs appear on the first page on Fiverr, and that's because I understand how the Fiverr algorithm works. Today I'm going to talk about how the Fiverr algorithm works and how you can get your gigs on the first page and get so many messages and orders that you have to say no to many of them. If you're serious about making money on Fiverr, then this video is for you. So we know Fiverr is a leading marketplace for freelancers to sell their services. It is one of the best platforms for clients to find skilled professionals. Fiverr has millions of users who are buying and selling services, so it can be very challenging for a newcomer to stand out in the crowd and start ranking their gigs on the first few pages. So to land a gig on the first page, first we would have to understand how Fiverr algorithm works, why it lands some gigs on first page and some on last. And you cannot escape the algorithm. I'm talking about people creating fake orders once in a while to get more traffic. It doesn't work like that. Fiverr is able to differentiate between a fake order and an original one. So let's understand how Fiverr algorithm works and how it ranks different gigs on different places. So first is your click-through rate and conversion rate. Click-through rate is the percentage of sellers who click your gig out of the total impressions. In simple words, it is how many people saw your gig and they were interested enough to click on it. So that just means if your click-through rate is low, your gig is also not performing well. And it makes sense. Let's say Fiverr shows your gigs to multiple people but they're not clicking on it. Why would it keep showing your gig instead of other people? So when your click-through rate goes down, so does your gig. It might be your thumbnail, your title, your keywords, or maybe your offering. Eye-catching and professional thumbnails, click-worthy titles, and a justifiable price can lead to higher CTR, resulting in better ranking. Compare your gig with other people whose gigs are showing on the first page and see what your gig is lacking. Once you fix these things, your CTR will go up. If you want more people to view your gig on Fiverr, you have to improve the quality of your thumbnail and gig video. Make sure you're using a high quality thumbnail in which your face is clearly visible, and also make it look really attractive. If you don't have design skills, hire a designer who can do this for you. When people see your gig, they can see a short preview of your gig video, and if it's good enough, they'll click on it. So make sure you have a really unique and attractive gig video. Now let's say a new buyer has clicked on your gig, and after seeing everything, he has decided to purchase your service. This means the buyer has now been converted to a regular client, which increases your conversion rate. In a way, you're increasing business for Fiverr too, as Fiverr gets some % from each order. That's why they return it by boosting your profile. So always keep an eye on new buyers and try to provide the best possible service. The more people you convert, higher your conversion rate, and Fiverr will return it by promoting it even more. But this works the other way around too. Let's say you have multiple orders in queue but they got cancelled. So your buyer satisfaction will get low, which means you'll have bad reviews. The newcomers will see those reviews and your conversion rate will go low and your gig will start to go lower. So in these freelance platforms, it's very important to deliver good work and on time. Now let's talk about the relationship between CTR and conversion rate. Sometimes your CTR might be good, which means your thumbnail, gig video are good enough for people to click on it, but they are not purchasing your service, which means you need to reevaluate your gig and see what you are offering. Maybe your competitors are offering the same thing but faster. So make sure you keep updating your gigs every now and then to see what your competition is up to. On second, we have gig title, description and keywords. Make sure your gig title and description are relevant but still attractive. Your title should be exactly what people are searching for. Think about it. What would you search if you were looking for similar services? That's exactly what your title should be. You can also go to Fiverr search box and type the first word and it will fill the rest for you. These are the words that people are searching for. Add a lot of keywords to your description. Make it straight and clear about what you are offering. Use bullet points and highlight the perks of your services to really catch their attention. I have already made a video about how to make a perfect Fiverr gig. In that video, I also gave a free template that you can use to create a Fiverr gig. You can check it out here. Now coming to keywords, Fiverr search algorithm scans each gig for keywords to understand what the seller is trying to offer. Right keywords at the right place can help Fiverr understand what you are offering and rank your gig higher. So if you use the right keywords and someone searches for the same keywords, your gig will show up. Next we have reviews, rating and completed orders. So after you have delivered the order, the buyer gives you a rating on Fiverr, which makes your gig climb the ranks. Depending on the review, it either climbs up or climbs down. So if you get a lot of 5-star reviews, Fiverr starts to promote your gig even more because it realizes that your service is good enough. It will also start showing your gig to new people who have just joined the platform because the algorithm now thinks that you are reliable and you will provide a great experience. After that, we come to repeat buyers. Repeat buyers are the clients who order from you multiple times. The more repeat buyers you have, the higher you rank. You can check out your repeat business score in the analytics. 95 is considered to be a really good repeat business score. When you hit 95, you also get a badge for it. Next is private reviews. So around 24 hours after a buyer leaves a public review, they get an email and a notification to leave a private review. This private review is really important and determines where your gig will rank. To leave a private review is a choice, the buyer can also ignore it, but if you have provided them really good service, your communication was really good, you also delivered it on time and did everything that the buyer asked for, then they will surely leave a good private review which will help you rank your gig higher. Private review is one of the major factors in determining where your gig ranks. Next, let's talk about time and money. A lot of people on Fiverr are selling their services for cheap. Instead of that, sell it for higher price but with a quick turnaround. A lot of these business owners are not looking for cheap prices, they are looking for good and fast work. A potential client would spend more money on someone who's saving their time. I have charged twice and thrice the price just because I was delivering in few hours. Next, we have multiple gigs. As a new seller also, you can create up to 5 gigs. The more gigs you have, the higher the chances of you getting an order and your gigs ranking higher. But it is important that each of your gigs offer something different. Select right category and subcategory. Fiverr has a very broad range of categories and subcategories. So if your gig shows at the right place at the right time, you'll get a lot of orders. And the last one is you can use Fiverr's promotion tool to rank your gig higher and get a lot of orders. I have been using Fiverr's promotion tool for a year now. I have spent around $2,600 but it has generated me around $24,000, so it's a really good return. You can use this tool to give your gig a boost and attract more clients. So these major points contribute to making the algorithm work. To rank your gigs on top, you need to understand each of these very carefully and also keep adjusting them according to the trends. There are also other obvious things like order completion, delivery on time, inbox response rate, order response rate. It is very easy to understand. The higher you keep it, the more orders you'll get. But the most important part is providing a great experience to your client. The more happy clients you'll have, more repeat buyers you'll have, and Fiverr will start promoting your gig even more. So focus on the delivery and eventually you'll land up on the first page. Let me know what did you think about this video and also what content I should make next. If you found this content valuable, do give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.